Hello, I'm back with my garden jacket. Carlos is somewhere in the house or in the garden. I haven't seen him for a while, so I have to do this by myself, but he will do something by himself later, so I think it will be okay. I've been doing this duplicate stitch, or like, not duplicate, but I'm sewing new stitches into my jacket because they were all torn out, and now I will show you how I repair the jacket where it's like very worn out, so the yarn is very thin and it's breaking at any time. And I don't want that to happen because this is a very good jacket for the garden. It's actually a very old jacket. It's called Nordland. It's a traditional Norwegian pattern, and we found this in a second-hand store. And as I said in the other video, this was very badly knitted because there are these long threads on the back. They didn't twist the yarn while they were knitting, so a lot of the yellow is broken. But there's another problem in this jacket, and that is, since I've been using it so much, on the elbow the yarn is almost broken. As you can see, the yarn is very, very thin. And what I do when I fix these things is that I make duplicate stitch on top of the old ones. And I will show you how to do the duplicate stitch. And I found a needle that is not so sharp because it's much better. So a round edge on the needle is much better. I didn't find the same white color, but as you know, we don't care that much as long as we can repair it. That's the most important thing. And you know, when you use the jacket in the garden for a while, it gets dirty and no one sees the color anyway. So, and now I make just a new stitch on top of the old stitch by sewing on top of the yarn, like following the stitches in the knit. So you go under the leg on the stitch above, you go down into the stitch where the old stitch is, and into the next, the neighbor, because this one is also very, very thin. And then you pull the yarn carefully over or through. Then I made a new stitch on top of the old one. And you see this one is also very thin, so this needs also to be fixed. So I just continue sewing a duplicate stitch on top of the old stitches. Like this. And this way I will keep the jacket for many, many years. So I could pull a little bit more so they look more even, because we don't want to have a dominant color that's non-existing. So just like this, that's easy. This is easy. And you also see under here, there are even more stitches that is not so nice anymore. So you just continue and sew all over, and you also use, like for the black one, you just use the black yarn, and there you go. So this is duplicate stitch, and on this jacket, I need to do this on both of the arms because they are very worn out, both of them. And again, if it's not if it's too loose, you just tighten the stitch up, so you get more even stitches. You can hardly see it. Looks like new, I think. Oh, one more. So I can go on with this forever, but then I won't do that on camera. But I have another thing to tell you, because this jacket is also worn out on the tab, or the placket, or tab. I think it's called tab. So I'm making a new one, and we made this in another video, and people were telling us they couldn't see the difference on the bad stitch and the good stitch. So we will show you later in another video the difference between a stitch that is taken off loose and nicely, and another one which is blocked, because there's a huge difference. But we will be back in a new video, hopefully with Carlos, another time. So, see you next time. Bye!